on Store More, because we've just opened our third Archie store at Northgate Plaza with a big grand opening Lee and Levi's jeans sale, good at all locations. Up to $4 off all basic Lee and Levi's jeans from men, women, and kids.
Archie, looking better, 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 better.
Tonight, Kojak and the 9 o'clock movie will not be seen in order that Channel 31 may present the following live program.
First-class bank safe salvaged from the sunken Italian luxury liner Andrea Doria. It's been underwater for over 28 years. The last time the door was opened was before the ship sank. Tonight, with you watching, it's going to be opened again. I'm George Plimpton. Thank you for being with us, and welcome to the live television event of the year. We're at the New York Aquarium in Coney Island. If you were on the roof of that building across the street, you could see the Empire State Building 11.5 miles to the north. 280 miles east of where I'm standing, the Andrea Doria lies in 240 feet of water on the bottom of the Atlantic.
There's the location of the cold tomb where she's rested since 10:09, the morning of July 26, 1956. Here's the Andrea Doria arriving in New York on her maiden voyage in 1953. And here she is, just 3.5 years later, after the Stockholm slashed through her right side. The bow of the Swedish liner was amputated in the crash.
Yeah. 52 people died in that tragedy, but hundreds more surely would have perished if the sea hadn't been flat calm. 25 years after the Andrea Doria sank, an expedition salvaged this safe. U.S. Customs sealed it with this chain and lock here, and they placed it on a bond for $2 million.
Put in a shark tank, underwater, just as it had been for a quarter of a century.
The chain that's around this safe tonight has been on it ever since U.S. Customs put it there. In a little while, it's going to be cut, the door is going to be opened, and we'll all find out what's inside. I'd like to introduce the two people responsible for the expedition that brought this safe back, Peter Gimbel and his wife, Elga Anderson. There they are. Well, Peter, what do you think?
I think that if everyone who's with us tonight has fun, I'll be very happy.
And Elga?
Well, I have been, my voice is going, I've been up and down. Right now I'm up.
Oh, that's good. Well, let's start the film and see what these two and their team went through to bring back this safe from the deep.
Collision at sea. The Andrea Doria, Italy's most luxurious ocean liner, is sinking. A gaping hole, 40 feet wide, was slashed through the Doria's right side by the Swedish passenger ship Stockholm. It's the most freakish and spectacular sea disaster since the Titanic. As the Doria dies, two rumors are born. First, that there's a fortune in cash and precious stones locked away in two of her safes. Second, that the Doria would have survived the collision, but sank because a crucial watertight door was missing. Are those rumors true? Is there a treasure? Was the door missing? So far, all attempts to answer those questions have failed. But they have fascinated one man, Peter Gimbel, from the moment the Andrea Doria sank. Gimbel, then 28, took the first photographs of the liner on the ocean floor the day after she went down. Over the years, he returned again and again to the Doria's tomb. People say he's obsessed by the wreck. Nobody has succeeded in salvaging the Andrea Doria's safes or in finding out if the watertight door was missing. But during the last decade, dramatic technical advances have taken place in deep-sea diving. This is the story of an expedition which used these latest techniques. Peter Gimbel led this assault. He has sworn it's his final attempt to unlock the secrets of the Andrea Doria.
July 30th, the Sea Level 11 out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 250 tons of diving equipment welded to her deck. 30 men, 1 woman on board. New York lies 280 miles due west.
Easy, easy, easy.
The wreck of the Andrea Doria lies 240 feet straight down.
That's a roger. We got a pretty decent strain, Cap. We've got a good scope on her. Slack off on it. Slack off on it. That's all right.
This isn't just another job. Everyone aboard, divers, tenders, ship's crew, they're all in a central cable, a downline between the sea level and the wreck of the Doria.
Well, you did pretty good, Jack. Yeah, not bad. Glory dive, glory dive. It's shackled in around an I-beam.
Yeah?
Also, there are a number of portholes along here, and one porthole was very shiny, as though someone had been there cleaning it not too long ago.
Jack set the downline just where I hoped he would, about 10 feet from the doors into the foyer lounge. But this I-beam, isn't that the same step down on the side of the hull where we were, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's a good fastener, damn good fastener. The Andrea Doria lies on her right side on a level sand bottom 240 feet deep. She's 700 feet in length, longer than 2 football fields. Our boat, the Sea Level 11, is positioned directly above the wreck. She's secured by 4 3-ton anchors, each at the end of almost half a mile of cable. We've connected another cable, a downline near the doors into the first-class foyer lounge. Once we've gotten rid of these doors, we'll have a wide open hole into the lounge where the 2 safes are located.
Notice this thing next to the lock. It's a maximum security U.S. Customs seal, and that's what we're going to break in just a little while to discover what's inside the safe. And so, stay with us.
Andrea Doria, the final chapter, brought to you in part by Clairol's Nice and Easy. Make it happen.
I did it, and I'm glad. I colored and conditioned my hair with Nice and Easy. And look at me. All this gorgeous color where I used to be mousy. And my hair's actually better conditioned than before I colored it. But the best part is, this soft, shiny look and feel will last longer than with any other hair color. Nice and Easy. You can do it too.
Nice and Easy. It sells the most, it conditions the most.
This Bud's for everyone who keeps things rolling in the mighty Mississippi.
Breakaway bars, please respond. Let's get 'em.
Golding, we're right below you. We'll be on our way out.
I'll come around on the port side bumper there.
Yeah, just for you. That distinctively clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
AT&T is in travel. How? By helping NASA exchange 56,000 bits of information in an instant. Just as we can help NASA send man beyond the Earth, we can help a travel agent send a man across the Earth. AT&T can help get instant information about hotels, rates, flights. We can tailor a long-distance data network big enough for NASA and one just right for you. The people of AT&T Communications. We're thinking about your business in ways you never thought of.
Hitachi, a world leader in technology, presents quality. Backed by the most aggressive research program in our history, you can see the quality in Hitachi color television, like cabinetry of fine wood products for the look and feel of elegance. Signal tracker control for a truly superior color picture, and our 10-to-1 limited warranty, your assurance of reliability. That's quality. That's Hitachi, a world leader in technology.
This door had to be prepared to be opened tonight. The effort to loosen the door started on July 24th. The Italian manufacturers of the safe Leaps Vago were very cooperative.
And there is also a special device.
They flew their two top specialists from company headquarters in Milan, Italy. They came to advise master locksmith Sal Shilizzi on how to get the door unlocked and to free it. Mike West came from a sister company in Canada. And on the morning of July 24th, the four men met.
That's your challenge.
Well, hoping that the levers are nuts to with it, I hope to make it keep by impression, or even pick it.
Mind you, we may have another problem, or you may have, Sal, and that's that the bolts are rusted to the frame.
I'm not worried about that.
No?
No.
Before Sal went to work, Customs put on another seal just to make sure that the door could only be loosened and not actually opened.
This is the seal of the United States Customs Service. It will maintain the integrity of the contents of the safe.
At 2 o'clock on the afternoon of July 24th, Sal went to work.
Believe it or not, this dial had numbers on it at one time. No numbers. No, nothing.
George.
Hurry up, get in.
Get in here, quick. I'd like to introduce some of the key members of the diving team that brought up the safe that Sal already seems to be having some trouble with, and who worked with Peter and Elgar on the expedition. This is Steve Jennings, right next to me, the diving supervisor. He was in charge of all the diving operations. And here we have Ted Hess, the lead diver. I guess that says it all about him. And right next to him, Riley Smith, the night supervisor. Riley was responsible for the breathing gas mixtures and life support, which sounds important, and it certainly is. And then last in line is Drew Ruddy. And Drew is the diver who actually discovered the safe behind us here. Drew. And you'll be seeing a lot more of these men when the film continues, which is right now.
The divers will commute to work in a sealed bell. The gas pressure inside the bell matches the water pressure at the wreck. Two divers drop out the bottom hatch. Their umbilicals carry breathing gas, a phone cable, and hot water to protect them from these frigid North Atlantic waters. At the end of each dive, the bell is hoisted aboard the sea level and mated to the living chamber, affectionately called Mother. Pressure inside Mother is the same as the pressure at the wreck. That's 6 times the pressure on your body now. Whether they're inside Mother, inside the bell, or out working on the wreck, the pressure on the divers' bodies will always be the same. This is the only technique that makes sense on a long, complicated job like this. The Saturation divers will breathe a mixture of helium and oxygen because ordinary air acts like a drug below about 100 feet. The helium will make their voices sound like Donald Duck. If a saturation diver has to come out of mother, it'll take 2 days to decompress him, to slowly decrease the pressure on his body to normal. If a major seal blows out, the divers inside mother will die. Their blood will bubble like an uncapped bottle of soda.
H2O 1 through 4 supply closed. Gas supply crossover closed. Topside bibs connection closed. 2 rat hats, 2 Kirby's. Okay, hot water in open. Hot water overboard open. Internal lights on. Topside exhaust open. Metal flat valve closed. Diver 1, 2, 3 gas supply closed. Diver 1, 2, 3 hot water supply closed. Gas supply crossover closed. Topside bibs connection closed. Stop a minute. Okay, boom forward. Coming down, coming down.
August 3rd, 3 p.m. First bell dive. Ted Hess, Larry Miller, and cameraman Jack McKinney, sealed inside, begin their descent to the Andrea Doria.
What's your visibility like? About 10 feet. Roger. Okay, you'll see it good enough when you get there.
D. O. R. I. A. Doria.
D-O-R-I-A, Doria. Well, it's the right ship, no doubt about that. But is it the right safe? We'll soon find out. A few weeks ago, I asked Elga Anderson about the safe and her attitudes towards it, and here's what she told me.
Elga, you've been working on this project for what now? Three and a half
long years.
Yeah. And now it's coming to an end, and the safe is going to be open. Why don't you tell, I'd like to know, and so would our friends the beluga whales, I think, just what your feelings are with this being so close.
Well, on one end, I'm curious, as everybody else is. And on the other hand, it will be the end of a dream. And dreams are perfect. There's a side of me that would have liked to keep it closed forever.
But keep the safe closed?
Mm-hmm.
Never satisfy your curiosity?
Always keep my dream.
Always keep your dream.
Yeah. Understand that?
I think I do.
Yeah.
Wool, the superior fiber. Nothing lasts longer, looks better, feels better, or cleans easier. And nobody sells 100% quality wool carpeting for less than the Carpet Clearance Outlet. That's right. Now the Carpet Clearance Outlet has 100% imported wool carpets at Rochester's lowest prices. So if you want the luxury of 100% wool carpeting at the cheapest prices in town, come on down to Carpet Clearance Outlet, where we save you money.
Love's proudly announces refastenable tapes.
You fasten and refasten in just one step.
It's Love's new one-step refastenable tapes.
It's the one-step tape that refastens great.
Just peel back slowly and refasten.
Here and there, anywhere.
So don't be left behind. Get Love's new one-step refastenable tapes.
It's a one-step tape with one-step tapes. Love's all great.
Discover the exciting underwater world of diving. Pisces School of Dive is now offering a free introductory diving lesson. Let the staff at Pisces take you through their program step by step. It provides you with all the equipment you'll need. Pisces School of Dive offers complete classroom theory and the discussion and practical experience needed to provide you with the safest sport around. For graduate divers and present divers, our service department will take care of all your equipment maintenance. Call today for your free introductory diving lesson at Pisces School of Dive, 781 Fairport Road. Phone 381-2842.
Burger King asks, which Whopper is your Whopper? Because we'll give it to you our way, or we'll give it to you your way. We'll give you more of a good thing, or turn around and give you less of a good thing. We'll make it with everything, or nothing, or somewhere in between. That's because when you choose Burger King, one good turn deserves another.
Have it your way at Burger King now.
Loosening up the door of the safe so that it can be opened tonight on cue turned out to be a very stubborn problem indeed.
Standing hip deep in the cold water of the safe's holding tank, Sal squirted gallons of rust remover into the seam of the door, trying to loosen it from the grip of the rust. He worked on the safe for over a week. It was a noble but futile effort.
The Lips-Vargo team were getting worried that the door wouldn't be free by tonight. So worried, in fact, that they sent out an instant call for assistance to Chubb Research in England. The parent company of Lips-Vargo, the Chubb Research people, responded immediately.
Gimbel called their representatives the SWAT team. Ray Sands, the managing director, on the right, and on the left, John Skelton, senior safe tester. They arrived August 3rd, certainly equipped to get the job done.
How many drones?
They brought along, as you can see, special weapons.
Good. Got all the sizes?
All the sizes between 13 and 25 millimeters.
That's great.
We're right on the center of this particular bolt. A lot of rust I can see around the bolt, but that's fine. That's absolutely perfect.
The British idea was to attack the 10 massive door bolts, the heart of the locking mechanism, directly.
The bolts are moving. We're clear. We're clear of the frame. Okay.
While the experts from Chubb and Lips-Vargo are working on the safe, let's return to the film and see how the divers are doing on the wreck of the Andrea Doria.
Heavy nylon nets ripped from commercial fishing boats shroud the superstructure. Nylon doesn't rot. The nets go on catching, day after day, year after year.
It looks like the door on one side is only about 4 feet by a couple of feet.
Hess sizes up the first problem, how to get rid of the doors into the first-class foyer lounge where the safes are located.
What's it look like for an inside burning job?
Terrible.
But not impossible.
Maybe.
It's hot.
5 p.m. A squall blows up out of nowhere. Jennings decides to abort the dive.
I got it. Swell of a groundswell up here. We're gonna have to deal with it. Might be a little dodgy on the top. We're gonna go back to the bell. We're gonna leave everything as it is. I want to go back to the bell. I want to make sure the lights are free. Everything's rigged up. We just can't pick. I can't move anything. We just tear everything up. We're gonna pick up the bell. Roger. Don't worry about it. Tension up, tension up, tension up. Watch the umbilical.
The bell, a 4-ton mass of steel, swings out of control.
Wow. Ross, get off that thing. Yes, Ross, get off that thing.
Grab this rope.
Ross?
I'm trying. Come on.
Watch that wire behind Ross. Ross, watch that wire behind you, boy. Watch stuff, Ross.
Okay, hold on.
I'm coming down on it. Can't stabilize it.
If the bell crashes into the ship, it could spring a major leak and suddenly lose pressure. A sudden loss of pressure inside the bell would kill the divers.
Ross, as soon as this roll settles, I'm coming up.
Okay, slack them off now. Slack those starters off. Okay, all stop. Take a bind.
Come in.
Everybody take a bind. Boom in. Boom in, quick. Boom. Look out. Okay, all stop. Okay, down easy. Try it. Guide those 2 back pins. Okay, we're in all the way.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Hope we do this every day. God.
This is the pain-relieving medicine for which doctors have written 100 million prescriptions. And now you can get it in a new non-prescription strength. Bristol Myers introduces Nuprin. 1 tablet has the strength to relieve most minor aches and pains. Nuprin contains ibuprofen. It's a medicine totally different than aspirin or the ingredient in Tylenol. If you've had a serious problem taking aspirin, before taking Nuprin, ask your doctor. The medicine in new Nuprin, it's over 100 million prescriptions strong.
My husband notices every part of a woman's appearance, mine or anyone else's, and he noticed that Dove made my skin feel softer.
We asked women across America to give up their ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
My soap was drying my face, and I didn't realize it. It feels much softer and creamier with Dove.
Dove is 1/4 moisturizing cream. It can give you softer, smoother skin in 7 days.
After using Dove for 7 days, my skin feels soft, very soft, like a baby's skin.
For softer, smoother skin, switch to Dove.
Look, it's magic.
It's a special kind of magic. It's Aquafresh's triple protection formula. Nobody else has it. Fights cavities with all the fluoride of the leading paste. Freshens breath with all the freshener, the leading gel. Cleans stained film with gentle, effective cleaners. Concentrated in 1 complete toothpaste. Mothers prefer Aquafresh.
I like your magic, Mr. Foster.
Triple protection Aquafresh, a complete toothpaste.
Excuse me, sir. What is it? I was just wondering if the job is short order.
Got any experience?
Sir, come on. Come on. All right, okay. All right.
It's all yours.
Well, here's how things stand. In the last segment of the film, the divers are running into trouble on the Andrea Doria. Now let's see what's happening with the safe.
Okay, John. Okay. Take the strain.
You got the strain. You got it. You got it.
Success. If this method had failed, They would have been forced to delaminate the safe, strip it layer by layer. It was a time for celebration.
Gimbel, are you crazy?
And that's how the team of Chubb and Lipsvago did it. And now the door is free to open once this custom seal is broken. Now, Inspector, please tell us if this is the seal that you put on and it is indeed unbroken.
I have examined the seal. This is the seal I installed. It is unbroken.
Fine, thank you very much. Now will you break the seal here?
Hopefully.
Okay. All right, now we're going to have the opening here. He's putting the hook, as you can see, under the handle. Here are Peter and Elgo to watch. The slack is being taken up. There are two men here with crowbars. Now, this door is very heavy. It weighs about 650 pounds. Weighs more than these three men put together.
Come on, keep it coming.
Push it with your hand.
Okay, there it is. Oh, boy.
You got the balls?
Okay, got them in there?
Came out. The handle came out. Okay,
Okay, it's still open, though. It's still open.
How can you get it through here?
Okay.
Aquarium attendants, let's get some muscle on this
Let's get some muscle and see if we can't get it all the way open. The thing weighs 650 pounds.
Okay.
Okay, now don't expect to see anything right away. All right, a lot of muscle is needed here.
Oh, good.
Tom?
Okay. All right.
Another chain.
Okay, and while this is going on, we're going to be back.
I can't. You can't move. You ain't jammed.
Okay.
Easy. Come on, come on.
Okay, come on, push. There it goes.
Come on, come on.
Okay.
Okay, we got it. Well done.
Wait a minute.
All right. Well done. Now, here. I'm going to tell you, you won't see very much for a while because it's very murky. But whatever you see, you'll see. You're going to see. So now back, while we work on this, to the film.
Starting out, we have steaks to order, French fries, hominy, green beans, baked beans, salad.
Just send me in a one piece of liverwurst with a little mustard and mayonnaise, a slice of cheese, and a piece of lettuce on this great whole wheat bread. Come on, Raw, get up there and get the... Come on. You shave for this, you cute little devil.
August 4th, a bad setback. Our main down line is torn loose.
That shackle just spun itself out somehow. There was no strain on it. It just came up. And what in the world could have pulled the eye out of that major cable?
A huge strain.
Yeah. Well, he might have pulled the strain. There was no strain on it. No strain. It's like this damn wreck doesn't want us to be diving on it.
Sea level 11, Nantucket lightship. This is sea level 11. We're about 19 miles west of you on 4-point anchors here. Our visibility is less than a couple hundred feet here right now. How's y'all's visibility? Go ahead.
Ken Wilkerson, captain of the Sea Level 11.
About the same. You can see maybe 50 yards. You want more slack?
Yep.
Slack and Ted.
All stop in the Tucker.
All stop.
All stop. Bam. Okay, come on down on it. Easy.
Coming down easy.
August 7th. Our downline's been reconnected, but we still haven't gotten off the doors that'll let us into the foyer lounge.
Okay, pick it up. Easy.
Coming up easy.
The doors are moving.
Doors moving. Come up on it. Roger. Come up on it. Play with it. Up and down.
Do it again. Do it again.
Backing it up.
Come on, hey, come on up.
It's open.
Roger. Door's wide open. Hang it down.
All stop.
Finally, the doors are off, the way's clear. It's taken us twice as long as we expected. I've begun to worry about the end of summer and the rough weather that's on its way. The sharks are the least of our worries. As neighbors go, they're not too bad. August 8th, 11 a.m. Ted Hess makes the first entry into the wreck, plunging into the blackness of the foyer lounge.
Are you inside or still on top?
I'm inside, man.
Right.
Yeah. I can't see. What used to be the wall is now a ceiling. The floor is a wall. It's damn confusing.
Roger.
No landmarks. With everything turned sideways, it's just so disoriented, it's hard to tell where you are right now.
Roger.
The eels in this place, you would not believe.
What eels?
Had a 4-foot eel, wrapped himself around me, and scared me half to death. I forgot to tell you, I don't like eels very much.
Ah, they're just like snakes.
Yeah, well, I don't like them either.
This is a plan of the Andrea Doria's foyer deck. Because the ship lies on her side, the deck's vertical, like a wall. The two safes we're after, the bank safe and the purser's safe, are located in the first-class foyer. They're both near the deep side of the wreck, the side that lies on the ocean floor. Only steel structures remain in place. The stairways. Some bathroom fixtures. The rest of the interior, walls, furniture, floor coverings, ceiling panels, is gone, fallen to the deep side of the wreck. We don't know the depth of the rubble. We hope it hasn't covered the safes and that they'll be easy to spot. But we're afraid the rubble is deep and that the safes are buried. There's a third possibility, that the shock of the collision tore the 2-ton safes from their mounts, and that they lie at the very bottom of an extremely deep bed of trash. That's our nightmare.
Here's good advice from Doyle Chevrolet, the dealer you've come to trust. Closeout prices now in effect at Doyle's can save you thousands, but more than that, right now you can select from over 350 cars and trucks in stock at Doyle's with 80 rust-free used cars and 20 late model luxury cars. Listen to this. When you buy any new or used car or truck at Doyle's this week, you'll receive a $1,000 U.S. Treasury security absolutely free. So for price, selection, and a $1,000 Treasury security, it's Doyle Chevrolet now.
The look is hot. It's new. The look is Marjack's. This week, all Nike footwear and clothing is on sale at Marjack's. The Nike safe. This week only. Marjack's.
What a bummer. Another engine we can't mess up.
How could Mobil do this to me?
Yeah, improve their super unleaded gasoline. It's really powerful. High octane is so...
Knocking and pinging is becoming a lost art.
Yeah. I just hope nobody else finds out how good their new gasoline is. How could they find out? Mobil could make a television commercial.
Discover the exciting underwater world of diving. Pisces School of Dive is now offering a free introductory diving lesson. Let the staff at Pisces take you through their program step by step. It provides you with all the equipment you'll need. Pisces School of Dive offers complete classroom theory and the discussion and practical experience needed to provide you with the safest sport around. For graduate divers and present divers, our service department will take care of all your equipment maintenance. Call today for your free introductory diving lesson at Pisces School of Dive, 781 Fairport Road. Phone 381-2842.
It's not, well, as you can see, thunder and lightning has come to New York at the exact moment of the opening of the safe. Well, in the last segment of the film, you saw what their nightmare was then. As you can see, it didn't come true. But this safe has called other nightmares at other times. The weather, for one thing. You've already seen one, the nightmare that the door might not be loosened up by tonight. Now, I talked with Dr. George Ruggieri, who's the director of the New York Aquarium, which is now everywhere here, about still another nightmare.
Tell me about the bubbles. After the safe had been in the shark tank for a relatively short time, we started to notice some bubbles coming out from the inside of the safe. We thought it might have been some sort of bacterial action. Now, this being a bank safe, we have very strong suspicions that the bacteria are actually working on paper money, banknotes, and those sort of things that one would expect to find in a bank safe.
Not on a ham sandwich, say.
Hardly, hardly.
Peter Gimbel still has bad dreams about those 100 days that the safe was soaking, as we all are, in the warm water of the shark tank. Wow! Peter, with the big moment coming up, there must be a recurrent nightmare that bedevils you.
I'll tell you what my nightmare is. My nightmare is those 90 or 100 days that that safe sat in the warm water in the shark tank with those hungry little bacteria chomping ferociously on the paper inside, and who knows how much of it they ate.
We could open up the safe and there'll be nothing there but a few crumbs, so to speak.
Well, it won't be crumbs. I'm afraid it'll be goo.
Oh, dear. Well, how about a bag of diamonds?
That'll be fine. They don't eat diamonds.
They don't eat diamonds. There we are. Well, we'll know tonight if that nightmare comes true. But looking at the positive side, at least the bacteria were eating something inside that safe. Now, of course, when the discovery was made, the safe was put into very cold water, and the bubbling stopped almost immediately. We'll give you an update on what's going on over here in a few minutes. And meanwhile, if you can believe it, on with the film.
God, there's no telling where we are with all this junk down here. There are hundreds and hundreds of plates down here. Just hundreds of them.
A pair of unbroken glass doors still on their hinges. Remarkable.
Are you on the right-hand side or opposite side of those stairs?
Yep.
Opposite the stairs? That's the spot.
The bank on the first try. Seems almost too good to be true.
I'm breaking into the bank, man. I hope you can't get arrested for this. Hey, Steve?
It was too good to be true.
This isn't the bank, Steve. I'm afraid it's not the bank. Steve. We're gonna have to go deeper, that's for sure.
Peter, you've got to understand, it's a giant mess down there. There's not too many things that are totally recognizable. I think it is very important to understand exactly how many feet it is from the side, the port side of the ship, to where the bank is.
Okay, so we're decided we've got to take some measurements. You're suggesting that the first order of the day tomorrow be to take those measurements by you and Jack. Is that affirmative?
Yeah, right. I mean, you can be 5 feet off and you can dig and miss the damn bank altogether.
Well, that's where the bank's gotta be, is under this mess.
August 9th. The magnitude of our problem is just dawning on us. The safes are buried, that's certain. The amount of trash is awesome. This job isn't going to get done with muscle alone. We need machines.
We don't even know if the safes are still on their mounts. They could be laying against the lower or the starboard hull under all the rubble, as far as we know.
August 10th, an airlift. A powerful underwater vacuum cleaner is lowered to the wreck. The airlift works well, but it only can pick up the smallest pieces of debris. Underwater cameraman Bob Hollis joins the saturation team. Cameraman Jack McKenney will start decompressing in a few days. You'll be there when the safes are discovered. I hope so. I hope so. August 11th. Our supply boat, the Provider 3, comes alongside, bringing a serious tool for debris removal. I think this is what the doctor ordered.
Roger, coming up on it.
Stop, damn it. It's bouncing off the walls and the sides. We've got to position this thing better.
Yeah, Roger, Ted, I realize that. I still haven't figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down in here with this thing and see if I can't commit suicide.
Hey,
okay?
Can somebody... Yeah, Roger.
Okay, slap me off. I must be out of my mind.
The kindest thing to say about this contraption is it didn't raise any false hopes. It was an immediate and unqualified disaster.
Well, I'll be a son of a gun.
Okay, let's not mess with it, Ted. Let's not mess with it. Let's get it out of the hole.
I'll stop.
All stop.
Evaluation of how you feel the job looks at this point, because you've been in there last. Over.
Oh, well, I think with the right equipment and everything, I still think we stand a very good chance in doing it, but it may take another 2 weeks. I mean, it's not that hard to deal with it. It's not an impossibility where you can't get at it. It's mostly just junk wood. It's like pickup stick. That's exactly what it's like. It's giant, messy, stinky pickup stick. We could be there in an hour or weeks. Goofiest things I've ever seen happen on this one.
Yeah, but you are less optimistic than you were in the beginning, right?
That's true.
When you say the goofiest things happen, what are you talking about?
Well, I've never ever seen 2 or 3 safety shackles come undone, and then you find all the bits and pieces for them right where you put them in.
I've never seen one come undone. Have you?
I've never. No, you break them.
Yeah, that's different.
Rare, but this, I'll have to admit, even somebody's experience as Ted is getting a little spooked on that. He looks at these things, comes down there, and everything's in place. The shackle, the pin, the bolt, the safety wire. The sling is sitting here. Nothing's moving, just put it back together, but that's what's 2 or 3 times now.
Here's a nut. I found a nut in the boat way in here.
I tell you, somebody lives on that wreck. You got enough bits and pieces to put them back together?
I got everything it takes laying right here.
I'll tell you what, Ted, I don't know if I should roll the bones for you or what.
I'm telling you, man, that is unbelievable.
Well, that's the spook of the Andrea Doria.
71 years after Alexander Graham Bell uttered, "Watson, come here," Bell Laboratories invented the transistor and ushered in the computer age.
Gentlemen, we've done it.
Well, Watson, watch us now. Today, AT&T introduces the new computers with flexibility to grow with you. Better, Mr. Watson? Ooh. Flexibility to combine with communications.
Yes, Watson, I see.
I've analyzed that data, Mr. Watson.
Flexibility to integrate with existing systems and form networks.
Has Watson seen this?
The new family of AT&T computers from AT&T Information Systems, when you've got to be right.
There are 3 nevers in Hollywood. Never pick up the phone on the first ring. Never say, "I'll be right over," and never, I don't care how much you want the part, never let them see you sweat.
That's what Dry ID is all about. Less water, more wetness protection. It keeps you drier than the leading roll-on.
It's okay to be anxious, as long as you don't look anxious.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
One reason why Duracell batteries last so long is because we never stop improving them. In fact, today's Duracell batteries will last up to 20% longer than the ones we made just 3 years ago. And we'll keep on improving them. Because on that score, we have a one-track mind. Duracell, the copper top battery. When it comes to making them last longer, we never stop.
Well, here we are back at the New York Aquarium, indoors, if you can believe it. Storm, we think, beginning to go through. The Andrea Doria does not give up things easily. But you may have noticed that when the safe was opened, these 2 bundles floated out. They have now been identified under microscopes as currency, U.S. currency, 2 large bundles of currency. Now, we have another process that Gimbel invented that he can see for getting waterlogged paper out of the safe in the gentlest way possible. There's probably a lot more in there, and I think you'll be interested in how it works. The safe is on the right in the transfer tank. At the left is a cylinder. There are actually 4 of them filled with formalin, a very heavy liquid. A thin tube is slid down along a wall to the bottom of the safe. Air pressure forces the heavy liquid through the tube and out at the bottom of the safe where it builds up in an even layer. The water and the waterlogged paper floats on top of the heavy liquid and rises through the doorway into the fresh water of the transfer tank. As pieces of paper get near the surface, they're removed with great care by the conservators. Where? Adlin? Now, do remember that if there's anything heavy in here, it's going to stay at the bottom. We've already had a great bonanza here, haven't we, Peter? My lordy. Unbelievable. Have you looked at those? Have you?
$20 bills.
$20 bills, and how many would you reckon are in there?
It must be at least 50 or so. Not much.
And perhaps more to coated. That's the most miraculous thing. How do you explain that they could float?
The guck inside must have been more dense than little paper. That's the only reason.
Well, now, George, Stuart Cody is introducing the formalin. It's going in. Is it flowing?
Does anything seem to be coming up?
Yes, the level is coming down.
Now, once again, what they're supposed to do is to bring the...
Are you bleeding out of both cylinders?
Just one. It's going to bring it up very, very, very slowly, and while that process continues, we'll go back to the film. We'll be back here very soon.
What?
Riley Smith, night supervisor. One of the finest life support specialists in saturation diving.
Want to start earlier? We'll start earlier.
I'm standing by to go now. What's happened?
Well, it seems a whole lot different than what we were talking about before. I bet that.
After a while, living in a steel tube can get on your nerves. August 13th. The divers have been inside Mother for 10 days.
Not gonna be a door. It's on the floor, man.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Listen, I keep telling you, this whole thing is covered with junk. Slack the light cable.
Roger, Larry, slack the light cable.
Slack the light cable and the diver. Come back?
Wait a minute. Slack the light cable and what?
The diver.
Okay, dear.
You know, it looks like somebody scooped up a big old house, dropped it from about 100 feet, and came along with a bulldozer and shoved the whole damn thing in a cave.
Yeah, Roger.
We're going for the bank safe first, but a gnawing uncertainty is set in. Are we digging exactly in the right place? There are few precise landmarks to go by. If we hit the bathtub, we'll know we're off target to the left. But not all the bathtubs are still in place. A fixture this heavy might have fallen. If we're too far to the right, we could dig all the way to the side of the ship without hitting any identifiable feature. For that matter, is the safe even where it's supposed to be? We're beginning to have doubts about the accuracy of our deck plans. Was the lounge remodeled? We've heard it was. We could miss the safe by 6 inches and never know it. But our worst torment still is, did the safe tear away from its mounts? In the game we're playing, the only shot that counts is the one that hits the bullseye. Our last machine was a complete flop because it was too complicated.
Coming up easy in the big tower all the time.
We need something simple and foolproof. This better be it. Like an old-fashioned wood carrier, it works just fine. August 14th, undivable conditions. We fall behind schedule another day.
We had Tropical Storm Cindy, passed within 300 miles of it. Now we have another tropical.
I've just about given up hope that we'll have time left to solve the mystery of the watertight door. In a couple of weeks, weather like this will be routine out here. Diving on the Doria will be over for another year.
Okay, I've been chasing down the weather, and it obviously doesn't look good. We've got a hurricane off of Florida.
This isn't like the Bahamas at all.
August 16th. For the 3rd day in a row, the Belle squats on deck, a prisoner to the weather. August 17th. At last, the weather breaks. God! Broke the main lift wire.
Go back there and inspect that cable.
It's sheer luck that the cable snapped while the Belle was still over the deck. Freakish. I keep thinking about what Hollis said. Looks like this damn wreck doesn't want us to be diving on it.
Broke the main lift wire. Fortunately, it was on deck. Yeah, I just lifted it off. Didn't even feel it snap. Weird. Christ.
August 18th. Nearly 2/3 through the schedule with nothing to show for it. We put a 6th diver into saturation. His name's Drew Ruddy. He's from Morgan City, Louisiana.
I feel like the Doria is a wreck for me, and I hope I can be the man for her.
Fly for free. That's right. Get round-trip airfare to anywhere in the continental U.S. when you buy a Xerox memory writer from Abtech before August 31st. Call Abtech at 262-2820 for a free demonstration of the Xerox memory writer and get complete details on your free round-trip airline tickets. The Xerox memory writers are the best-selling electronic typewriters in America and can also be used as printers for your personal computer or as a communications terminal to receive and transmit data. Call Abtech, your authorized Xerox dealer, at 262-2820. Get a memory writer from Abtech and fly free.
Once there were 3. Now there are 4. It's the grand opening of Silo's newest showroom at the Eastview Mall, and we're celebrating at all our stores by cutting our already low prices even lower. Save $71 on a tap-in microwave, $129. $62 on a Spectracon remote color portable, $188. $51 on a Pioneer stereo receiver, $99. Silo is here at the Eastview Mall, and the savings get better all the time.
Burger King asks, does a burger fixed to your taste really whet your... Would extra mayo and no ketchup really hit the... Does the thought of no onion but double the pickle make your mouth? Would a burger with lettuce and tomato make your taste buds? Don't you think you should have your burger your way? Then come to Burger King. Go someplace else and you're probably missing the...
Diving Center of Rochester invites you to discover adventure underwater. You don't have to be near the ocean. It's as close as our own lakes and rivers. Diving Center of Rochester offers complete diver certification courses. Their professional staff will assure proper and safe training to make your diving experience a lifetime adventure. The Diving Center also offers snorkeling classes to round out your swimming interests. Enjoy the beauty of the underwater world and the camaraderie of newfound friends. Diving Center of Rochester, where the people are the difference. Titus Mall at Hudson.
I'm George Plimpton, standing here in a storm, in case you just tuned in. And we're at the New York Aquarium on Coney Island, New York. Great drama here. We've just opened the door of the bank safe, salvaged from the sunken Italian luxury liner Andrea Doria, and we're in the process of discovering what's inside. And boy, we got things to tell you. Also, we've been seeing the remarkably exciting film that tells the story of how this safe got here. Now, the 2 questions everybody asks about this safe are, what's inside? Well, we know a little bit about that already. And to whom does it belong? We're going to answer the first question right here tonight. I asked Admiralty lawyer Paul Edelman, whatever's inside, to whom does it belong?
This lies in international waters. The person who comes along and salvages an abandoned wreck has complete ownership and control of what they take up. And in my opinion, the Gimbels and their associates not only own the safe, they own whatever is in that safe and whatever else they may bring up in the future.
Well, the 3 people you see hovering over the safe are Peter Gimbel, who apparently owns everything in it, Professor Majeski there, and let me see, Dr. de la Rue, and they're experts who may be able to analyze, identify, and preserve whatever we find. Now, of course, the big question is what is in the safe? Truly, nobody really knew until just now because the manifest went down with the ship. The only man who would know for sure, the bank manager, who we think was working in there that night when the bow of the Stockholm hit the Andrea Doria just 40 feet away, is now dead. Now, the usual bank safe would carry currency, traveler's checks, documents of various sorts, and most intriguingly, what is called unaccompanied consignments. And these could be anything from a bag of rubies, rare coins, an envelope of diamonds, anything. Don't forget, the heavy objects in that safe won't float. They haven't come to the top like those 2 packets of currency that we saw, not even on farmland. So let's go and see what's happening at the safe.
Whatever is in there about
the farmland.
Yeah.
Now, is anything else come open?
Well, no, but...
He's just digging. He's rooting.
Drew's in the buck up to his chest. Still. Going deeper and deeper.
I'm patient, Drew. You got all the time you want, son. Yeah, roger, Drew. seems to me you need to move a little bit to the hole. If you go expand it, go a little bit to the right. Go ahead. Get all the time you want.
Well, I got something here, as far as I can tell. Feels like it's in about the right place, and it's a big iron object. Definitely not very safe.
Can you positively identify it?
I got my hand on the dial.
All right, Drew, you little shit. No, all right. He's got his hand on the dial.
All right.
Pass it on.
I'll tell you, God led us to it because this is the biggest mess I've ever been in my life.
Want to hear something? Drew's got his hand on the safe. What? His hand is on the safe. He's got his hand on the dial. Yes. Are you kidding me? It's located. Are you kidding me? No. He's unburying it right now. His hand is positively identified as the safe. I'll never forgive you if you're kidding me. He's positively, he said, my hand is on the dial. Incredible. It fits the drawing. It's narrower than anybody's thought. He said it's only about 2 foot wide, but it's real deep. I couldn't tell.
I don't either.
Doesn't matter. He's on the safe.
I couldn't care less if it's a piggy bank. Isn't that a great way to go into staff?
Give me the tugger, and I'll send you a 1-inch line.
I see this.
Good, we can face the public again.
Can we get that six-pack right in there?
God almighty, there they are.
Now, a toast for the men for the Doria project and found a safe. Yeah!
Got the news. Somebody just excitedly called over the comm. Dave, they got the safe. They got the safe. A big weight was lifted off my shoulders. Honestly.
That's the way I felt.
Oh, God, such good news.
August 20th, 11 a.m. My turn to go into saturation. I'll be replacing cameraman Bob Hollis. This is going to be a difficult time for Elga. We won't be able to speak privately again until the job's all over, in about 2 weeks. She'll have to handle the whole operation without me. Team of 30 men.
The satellite picture I seen last night, she got 3 big cells in it.
It is a full-blown hurricane, though? Well, what's this immediate thing that they're doing? This immediate situation, what's this?
Well, that's the problem. It's going to increase. We don't know what's going to happen. This weather's going to keep increasing all the time now. Is Peter too far gone to bring him back out?
Yeah.
This is the pain-relieving medicine for which doctors have written 100 million prescriptions. And now you can get it in a new non-prescription strength. Bristol Myers introduces Nuprin. 1 tablet has the strength to relieve most minor aches and pains. Nuprin contains ibuprofen. It's a medicine totally different than aspirin or the ingredient in Tylenol. If you've had a serious problem taking aspirin, before taking Nuprin, ask your doctor. The medicine in new Nuprin, it's over 100 million prescriptions strong.
Calgon, take me away!
Indulge yourself in Calgon luxury. Let Calgon soften and pamper you. It's like no other bath experience.
It's paradise.
Calgon, lose yourself in luxury.
Always wear your wife's fabric softener. Still using that white sheet? Try Cling Free. Your sheet's thin. Cling Free's thicker. Does more. No sheet softens better. Only Cling Free stops static and has deodorant.
Cling Free, the do-it-all softener.
Meal after meal, however you feel, you can't go wrong with Ore-Ida. Game after game, it's always the same. You can't go wrong with Ore-Ida. Tiny, tasty tater tots, seasoned just right. Cook them to the golden brown, crispy, tempting right. Ooh, grill after grill, thrill after thrill. You can't go wrong with Ore-Ida. 'Cause when it says Ore-Ida, it's Ore-Ida.
There's more for school days at Sears.
Save now on Sears Rough and Rugged Toughskins Denim Blue Jeans. Try Toughskins on your little ones for just $7.99, $8.99 on big kids. And save 25 to 33% on every back-to-school dress. All-around savings like $9.99 for older girls, $7.99 for little ones. And take note, theme books and paper are now half price.
Sears, more for your life.
Now through Saturday.
At Sears.
I'm here with Peter Gimbel, of course, and we thought we would run over what's happened since the safe was open. Enormously dramatic, exciting moment, wasn't it, Peter?
Well, neither of us could believe, none of us could believe it when we saw those two bundles of bills float up to the top of that dark water.
I know what happened was, of course, that the door of the safe almost slammed shut. Then we finally
muscled it up.
And floated those two thick wads of currency. We think, what, both American and Italian?
Yes, but verified, yes. We can actually identify with the bare eye a lot of it.
All right, well, now we're going to go back to the film. We'll be back with you, needless to say.
I'm very goddamn angry that I didn't wait for another couple of hours. Now I'm stuck in here for a couple of days and there won't be any diving.
Well, you could hardly wait to get in there, so you are where you wanted to be, right?
Yeah, you can laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Ha, ha, ha. No, I don't laugh.
Hurricane Dennis, which was headed safely out to sea, suddenly changes direction and bears down on us.
That was just a pretty heavy shaking.
Whiskey Yankee Tango 8527 to Sea Level 11 to KIL 767 Sand Dollar. Come in.
We're isolating ourselves from the TUP.
Good idea. Afraid that he loses his bow port anchor and that then we might lose the ship, capsize. Over.
I understand, but if that happens, we'd like to be free of the sea level. They ought to get some explosives ready to cut the legs off this chamber.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I hope the captain will take it from me. Over.
The perfect cosmic joke. Last night we were celebrating our victory. Tonight we're fighting for our lives. We may end up with the safe all right, lying next to it on the bottom of the ocean.
Gimbel, do you hear me? Gimbel? This is going. This doesn't work anymore. Captain says he thinks we are riding pretty now.
The storms taught us one thing. Out here, we can't take anything for granted. Until the prize is safely aboard the sea level, it can be snatched away at any moment. August 22nd, an aborted bell dive. I think we're shell-shocked, storm-shocked. The hurricane's passed, but conditions still are undivable. 3 days have already gone by since we put our hands in the bank safe. There's nothing to do but wait it out.
Well, the bell made a run this morning, but we had to abort because the ground swells are still too big. Over.
August 24th, we send down a team to torch loose the safe. An hour later, Jennings has to abort the dive.
Get a boat hook.
Come on down a little, Steve.
I can, man.
Negative contact.
We found the bank safe 5 days ago, and it's still not on board.
So he'll get back to us at 11 o'clock, that is?
Right.
Well,
He'll say something similar to what Jack has on his.
so all we know is that we get bad weather tomorrow,
Yes.
and that Monday it will be better.
48-foot seas tomorrow.
August 25th, 8 a.m. It's been 6 days since we uncovered the safe.
Yes.
Steve wants to know who's going to dive this morning.
It'll be Ted, Larry, and Peter.
Ted, Larry, and Peter, Roger.
That is correct. Great.
We can't wait forever. We're going for it.
This is going to be a great camera up here.
When the right people get together, great things happen. They combine their talents and resources. They develop bold ideas that bring us closer together. The right people are at Chase Lincoln First, joining hands to give you even more of what you need to succeed.
Discover the exciting underwater world of diving. Pisces School of Dive is now offering a free introductory diving lesson. Let the staff at Pisces take you through their program step by step. It provides you with all the equipment you'll need. Pisces School of Dive offers complete classroom theory and the discussion and practical experience needed to provide you with the safest sport around. For graduate divers and present divers, our service department will take care of all your equipment maintenance. Call today for your free introductory diving lesson at Pisces School of Dive, 781 Fairport Road. Phone 381-2842.
This Monday at 9, some people think trains are romantic, but this train's destination is murder.
My life has been threatened, Mr. Perot.
And so the scene is set for one of the greatest mysteries ever filmed. Richard Widmark, John Gielgud, Anthony Perkins, Sean Connery, Martin Balsam, Vanessa Redgrave, Michael York, Jacqueline Bisset, Lauren Bacall.
The murderer is with us now.
Ingrid Bergman won an Academy Award. Albert Finney is a famous detective who unravels the mystery.
There are too many clues in this room.
Who is the killer, and exactly how was it done?
Come!
But the biggest question of all was why? Why was it done? And why does everyone have something to hide? Why are they telling lies? Don't miss Agatha Christie's epic murder mystery, Murder on the Orient Express, Monday night at 9, here on Channel 31.
We're all poised over the safe of the Andrea Doria here. The Fomlin, which is coming out of this thing here, is going down, and we're actually going to see something coming up out of the mouth of the safe. I'm pointing at it here. It's that sort of dark object, and we actually ought to see it rise with the Fomlin underneath it. We don't know what it is. It looks like a... Could it be a sack or something? Can you give it a bit of a hoist there?
We got one floating right there.
Dr. Majeski, can you get this one here out? Can you take that out of the way? Here's what we're looking for here.
Take that chain out of the way.
Here's what we're looking for right here. Maybe you can put...
Now we can take that away, and would you hand me the other?
Here we are. As you can see, the bubbles are coming up from the bottom. And let's just see what this big thing is down here.
The money is so far Italian lira.
What is this big sack down here? That's what I'm interested in.
Well, I think you wait a minute. No, I think you ought to wait. Don't listen. I'm not trying to take it. There we go.
Coming?
It's coming.
Oh, look at that one over there.
Everything is just floating out. Let's go back to the film and see one of the most dramatic moments of the film. Not that this isn't high drama here, It's the safe
Need another
out of the wreck of the Doria. So,
1-inch shackle down the 3 motor.
I'll tell you what, we got a hell of a current blowing down here. All right, go for it, go for it.
Going. No, Peter, no.
It's not a refrigerator, Peter. If it is, it's mighty heavy duty.
A heavy-duty refrigerator. Hey, Steve, get on that deck fast. The cable's not gripping real good.
Oh, shit.
The safe's only 50 feet below our boat, but the cable holding it's slipping off. Once again, there's a real chance we'll lose it. The door to a storage cabinet under the safe is torn loose.
Childhood dream. It's a total childhood dream.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
I keep taking it. I'm going to take some right now. This very special medicine for $2.50 and a nice smile. You can go anywhere in the world and get it. The strongest cough medicine you can get without a prescription.
AT&T is in Boots. How? Our people can show a Texas bootmaker how to expand his business outside of Texas.
I wish I'd gotten those boots.
I knew you wanted them.
By using an AT&T 800 service number,
I should have gotten them.
his customers can call toll-free from anywhere in the country.
He said it's the toll-free call.
I want those boots.
I'll send them right out. Oh, and thanks for
People of
calling.
AT&T Communications, we're thinking about your business in ways you never thought of.
Break open the mint that's sparkling fresh. Break open the mint that cools your breath. Break open the breath savers.
Cool, refreshing breath savers. The blue in the middle breath mint that's sparkling fresh and sugar-free.
Break open the mint that's clean and brisk. For bread that's fresh enough to kiss. Break open the breath savers. Nabisco.
Mom, I fixed the car. You did?
I helped.
Oh, okay, you guys. Sweatshirt's in there.
A-L-L.
Uh-huh. A-L-L will take care of you two grease monkeys.
All has concentrated cleaning power to get out even grease stains and rubbed-in dirt, so everything comes out clean.
You fixed my sweatshirt.
Well, I had help, too.
A-L-L?
Get it A-L-L Clean with the concentrated cleaning power of Concentrated All.
As a little girl, calcium was important for growing bones. Through your teens, calcium helped make bones strong. As a woman, bones still need calcium to stay healthy. If you don't drink enough milk, a prime source is gone. Add new Caltrate to your diet. Caltrate, with nature's purest, most concentrated form of calcium. More pure calcium per tablet than a half quart of milk without the calories. Caltrate, calcium for healthy bone.
Well, now that you've seen the bank safe actually being lifted out of the inside of the Doria, let's take a look at some of the other things that this remarkable expedition has brought back and is continuing to bring back. Helga, you were a little bit draggled.
Yeah, I'm draggled, all right.
Well, talk about, look at this, with a bottle of wine.
Yeah, this is a bottle of wine. Was it a good year, 1956?
It was a marvelous year.
It was a marvelous year.
And I think you're going to drink it tonight, what?
Oh, well, I don't know about that. But look at this. This piece here is a monstrance. All this comes from the chapel of the Andrea Doria. And the monstrance was on exhibition at the Peabody Museum. And they discovered that they were little, they say they are rubies.
Oh.
We don't know it for sure because you would have to really break them out to know it for sure. But
well, let's hope they're rubies.
Very pretty piece. And look at how the tissue, I mean, the cotton is preserved.
Now, we're going to go back to the film once again. And in this part, Ted Hess and Peter Gimbel are out to solve a mystery. Extraordinary mystery. Was one of the Doria's most crucial watertight doors missing?
August 26th, our 29th day at sea.
Getting to this ship, I don't think it's going to be a problem because I can see this one.
Ted's nearly as excited as I am about the second goal of the expedition, ending the mystery surrounding the watertight door.
This shaft will come out directly over the top of the middle generator.
The answer has eluded me for a long, long time.
That is where the tunnel is, whether there's a door or not a door. That is right.
Stockholm hit the Andrea Doria at the center of the deep tank compartment. The next compartment toward the rear, the generator room, began to flood massively after the collision. This gave rise to a rumor that's persisted for more than a quarter-century, that a door in the watertight wall between these two compartments had been negligently removed or locked open. As a result of the flooding, the Doria's 5 huge generators had to be shut down in rapid succession, leaving her without electric power and killing the pumps. Without pumps, the ship was doomed. We want to find out the facts. Was the door there, or wasn't it? The watertight door is going to be hard to get to, but Ted's figured out an ingenious route.
Slack Ted out of the bell.
Slack Ted from the bell.
Come up on the A-frame, ta-da! Come up easy.
First, we rip off the front of the souvenir shop that's in the middle of the foyer lounge.
Okay, you got it, you got it. Make it hot.
She's hot.
Behind the souvenir shop, there's a ventilation shaft that leads directly into the generator room.
Come on, baby, burn. Come on, burn. Oh, yeah. Hey,
Cold.
all this insulation is really a bummer. Well, here goes. scary, but it's neat.
Nothing but unbroken steel on all sides. Nobody has ever succeeded in penetrating this far into a wreck. If anything goes wrong, there's no quick exit. It's a calculated risk.
It's damn tight getting through here.
We're committed.
I'm in the generator room.
I bet there's a giant squid living around one of those generators.
Oh, I hope not.
This is the top of one of the Doria's 5 generators, each about the size of a locomotive.
Damned if I didn't open it after 25 years. Hey, we got some nice lights down here. Wish somebody could get them turned on for us. I gotta figure out which way to go. I'm confused, man.
Roger.
Nuts. This isn't gonna be so easy.
We come up against an unexpected obstacle, a heavy steel grating that wasn't on our deck plans. The watertight doors on the opposite side.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. There are a couple of places I'd like to go, but my bailout bottle won't fit. I'm just very, very frustrated right now. I can't go to my right. I can't go to my left. I can't go anywhere. I can't find a way to get through this thing.
You would have thought somewhere in that room they would have had staircases going level to level.
Yeah, I know, but I can't find one. I can't believe we did all this work to get in here, and now I can't even get to the other end of the damn room. There's gotta be something. Where I am now has got to be the way. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Ouch. Damn it.
It's so small, I wouldn't even have tried it if I hadn't seen him do it first.
I made it, Steve. I'm in the lower level. Steve, tell Peter to follow me, because I'm going for the door. This hasn't been a fun dive, I'll tell you that.
Why don't you come on out of there then?
Because we're getting a little short on time, and I want to find the damn door.
This is where the door ought to be, but there's nothing here but wreckage.
I'm trying to find the door, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Ted.
Suddenly we spot a white hake. Something's wrong. The water this far inside the Doria ought to be stagnant, dead. This kind of fish shouldn't be here.
Hey, Steve? Steve, I think I got a hole in the ship down here.
A hole in the ship?
Yeah, I just swam through a hole in the ship, and I'm outside in open water.
In a flash, the Doria reveals the secret she's guarded for 25 years.
My God.
This is the edge of a huge hole in the bottom of the generator room. Ted and I actually swam out through it. We're outside the ship. It never occurred to anybody that the tear in the Doria could be so enormous. About 80 feet of her hull was opened to the sea. The generator room itself was breached. That's why it flooded.
Boy, this thing is split open like a ripe watermelon.
It looks to Ted and me as if the Stockholm's bow crushed the wall where the watertight door was located. Whether the door was there or not is going to remain a mystery forever. The fact is that the sea poured into the generator room through the great hole opened by the Stockholm. Door or no door, the Andrea Doria was doomed.
Hear that? It's all night long.
Who is it coughing?
There are two guys coughing just then. I smoke a pack and a half of cigarettes a day, and I don't cough like that. August 28th. Forecast. Fair weather. Now we figure that where the Doria is concerned, there's no stopping us. Naturally, we want to make it a clean sweep and salvage the Percy's safe before we go home. Inside Mother, we've forgotten that our life support team is getting by on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. They're on the verge of exhaustion.
Steve is having a slight flu. He's a little green around the gills. He said it would be nice to go ashore for a week and come back.
For Christ's sake, let me tell you something. Last night,
Yes?
I had 102 fever,
You had 102 fever last night?
which is my way of saying it's too bad that he's got a little bit of flu.
Hello?
I'm here.
Well?
Well, how do you feel today?
I feel good.
You feel...
Gimbel, I think the Percy's safe is too much. Even if you find it today, there won't be time to rip it out.
To which my response is rubbish.
I believe these guys are going to hit this thing today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Now, if they do, you're not saying we ought to walk away. We have some colds and earaches in here, but nobody's ready to go belly up. As for the weather, it's been so bad this month, we're due for a break in September.
Right, but we have got to set ourselves a limit somewhere.
Let me tell you something, Helga. If we find the Percy's safe on the 30th day of August, we'll stay just as long as it takes to rip the son of a bitch out.
I'm standing next to Ted Hess, who, lead diver, was the man who attached the cable to the safe. You must be terribly pleased it's come up and everything.
I'm thrilled. I really am thrilled. The second we attached the safe, it was calm. As soon as we tried to bring it out of the hull, a storm, just like we had it.
Now, are you surprised how well preserved the material that's come up out of the safe is?
In a way I am, but considering the stuff that Oceanarian has recovered from the Lusitania, which is some 40-odd years prior to the Doria, we had paperwork there that were...
Absolutely clear.
Absolutely. Letters that were recovered in the mail, just like that was written yesterday.
Thank you, Ted. Back to the film. We'll be back in a moment.
Everyone is cordially invited.
And it might be a good idea to get an update on what's been happening. Peter, I've been away. What's been going on?
Well, it's working like magic. The Farmland is flowing in, and it's floating up these things, and we think we see through the surface about 6 bundles about to surface.
Is there any indication that there's something solid or down at the... Is there anything at the bottom that might not be bundles? Do we know about that?
Too many bundles of currency. We can't get through.
We haven't even reached the bottom yet.
It's deep.
But there's a definite
Go for it. Go for that big thing now.
solid feel to it.
Well, that's interesting.
It's very delicate. We don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, this bundle.
We've got a whole bunch of stuff that's coming up now.
All right, we'll be back very shortly. Let's watch the conclusion of the film.
August 28th, 9 p.m.
I believe I go into the elevator like this land.
There's a solid landmark, an elevator shaft within 10 feet of where the Percy's safe is supposed to be.
The elevator piecing did. I crawled inside there and I would crawl back.
Paired with the bank safe, this one ought to be a piece of cake.
And we should get rid of this crap. I agree. I agree.
Down on the bell! Down on the bell! The situation's unnatural at this point, and we shouldn't even be discussing it. I mean, the divers aren't fit to dive. They should be brought. Over a radio, but I do know what leads up to it, and what leads up to it is what they've got right now.
We just got a call on the radio, and this guy says that there was a bag of diamonds worth millions and millions of dollars in the Percy's safe.
don't think Ted ought to go in the water again, no. Try telling Ted that.
We'll get a yellow crayon down there, and before the visibility goes to hell, go ahead and mark where you think some of this stuff is on the wall.
God damn it.
All stop.
You know, you got to say tomorrow's the end, or when Thursday's the end, or Friday's the end. What is the end of the project? Somebody's got to put a handle on that.
Steve, I got a feeling I'm close. Real close. We know damn well we're within a few feet of that safe. We're already below the elevator shaft.
Peter.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Okay, the situation is I don't want Ted diving anymore. He's had a reoccurring earache. He's got it in both ears, and he sounds bad, and he's in pain, and I think he's through. Frankly, I think he needs to start coming up. Now, Raul and Larry both, all we do is listen to them hacking and coughing all night long. Now, neither one of them are complaining much, but it's, I think it's getting to be the time we either, if you want to continue on, we got to start thinking about making a crew change.
The worst possible thing that happened right now is pick up and find the safe.
I know. We gotta try, Steve,
Why? There might be another one down the road, Ted. Then another one in another room. Oh, my God, there might be one on the second floor.
Steve, there's a safe in every room.
Geez, and plates everywhere, yeah.
I know it's hard to give something up that you can really touch and smell and you want it, but what is more important is that we all get away from here in good health, and we don't need another safe.
Oh, Elga, please stop putting the fear and doom into all our hearts.
But it's not fear and doom. That's not what I'm saying, you know. I think that I'm making perfect sense. I think it's time to go home. What do you say?
Gimbel?
I fanned the fire till it went out of control. What started as a bold, romantic quest has turned into something stubborn and reckless. Tonight, we all recognized it. Inside Mother, we've become so close, we don't have to talk about it.
Good morning. What is the decision now?
The decision is that we stop today. We all agree. We were so close. It was just hard to let go. If we kept pushing the way we were, somebody was going to get hurt.
Wow, does that feel good? Because last night I was feeling just lousy about it because, how do you say, kill the messenger, right?
Kill the what?
Kill the messenger.
No, Elks. I love the messenger. We'll say a last goodbye to the Doria this morning. We'll head home.
Vino. Still got vino.
Yes. Yes, it has.
What does it say? Italian.
September 1st, the last of our 4 anchors is on board. The moor's broken. For the first time in 33 days, the sea level is free of the bottom. Homeward bound. September 2nd, 7 a.m., Montauk, New York.
That was good. Surprise.
Everybody's snapping my picture here, and I want to make sure I look good when I go to Hollywood with it.
Right.
Are you glad to be back?
Oh, yes. Very, very.
What are you doing?
Absolutely balmy comfort that you get when you've been going through the most exquisite pain and suddenly it lets go of you and you're pain-free. You feel everything is soft about your body. Nothing feels painful, nothing feels hard, everything's comfortable, everything's blissful. For me, today, at this moment here with elk, I don't have a problem in the world.
We've reached another sort of climactic moment here in the safe. We think it's full of stuffed currency, but Dr. Bob Brill is going to reach down and see if there's anything at the bottom, which he's now doing. He's going to put his hand all the way down to see if perhaps the bag of rubies or whatever. Can you feel the bottom of the safe?
I can feel it. The water is cold, and we're getting into the warm layer of the formalin now. It must be about 18 inches down. And you can feel what seems to be a rusted metal structure or walls down near the bottom of the safe. And all around, there's bundles of what seem to be currency. They feel like the same currency that came out before, the bundles of slippery paper.
Right. All right, we'll be back in a minute.
And now we're going to try to reach all the way.
Come look at that. Look at that.
Now, if it's Italian lira, it doesn't make any difference if it's 8 cents. It's got this wonderful value.
Yes, I think so.
Well, you're a lucky man with
George,
currency of small parts.
Thank you.
You know, I've done a lot of thinking about what I'd say if this safe turned out to have really nothing spectacular in it. Well, as we know, it does have a lot in it. But I'm haunted by the talk I had with Elga. You saw a tape of it earlier this evening. She told me that if she had her wish, the safe never would have been opened. Always keep your dream, that's what she said, and she's right. Dreams are perfect. The other point that should be made is the old maxim that it's the journey that counts, not reaching the destination. And what a wonderful journey Peter and Elga have given us. I'm George Plimpton. Thanks for being with us. And now I think we ought to celebrate with all these people. Come on up here and take a look at this thing.